What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Basketball Wives LA Season 11, Episode 3, and Basketball Wives Orlando Season 1, Episode 3. So if you haven't seen those two particular episodes, turn the video off right now. Go watch those episodes and come back and watch this review. Please like this review and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support my channel. Literally takes less than 4 seconds. So if you're spending 4 seconds watching this video, you can definitely hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, because I don't only review Basketball Wives. I review other shows as well. I am also not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words. I might stop to regain my thoughts. You're going to hear you're going to hear so. It is what it is. Definitely going to be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions and how I feel. No one's paying me to be biased towards, against, none of that. Also, comment below what you thought of both episodes, what you thought about what I talked about, if I forgot anything, if I was off on anything. And also comment below what you would grade the episodes, because I do grades here, not reviews. And I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. So I'm going to grade. Of course, I'm starting with Basketball Wives LA, and I will timestamp in the comments when I start talking about Orlando. But for now, we're going to talk about LA, and I'm going to grade LA a... What happened on LA? Oh, yeah, LA got spicy. Yeah, I'm still going to give LA like a... I'm going to give it an A minus, because I was here for the mess at the end. So I'm going to give it an A minus. So, okay, last chance. If you haven't seen Basketball Wives LA Season 11, Episode 3, turn this video off right now, because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. And I will give a warning before I start talking about Orlando. Oh, excuse me. So... the first scene of LA, Brittany and Evelyn, they meet up, they stretch in, whatever you want to call it. So they start talking about Shawnee's dinner. You know, Evelyn feels like Vanessa never cleared the air or apologized, so it is what it is. So Brittany kind of like coming to Vanessa's defense. She kind of like, well, you know, I kind of understand where she's coming from. She defending her friend. She was like, it's kind of like what you did when you asked me about Shaq for Shawnee. I was like, sheesh. I was like, I wasn't expecting Brittany to say that. Evelyn even got stumbled up. She was like, well, what it was. She was like, fumbled up in the mouth. She was like, I wasn't being protective of Shawnee, of my friend. She said, I just wanted to clear the air, and I just feel like the whole situation was a setup. So then Brittany started explaining that Shaq asked her to come to LA. I mean, not asked her to come to LA. He hit her up first, asking her was she in LA. So so Evelyn gets the, well, I heard it was the other way around. Like, Brittany reached out to Shaq. So Brittany was like, no, and then shows Evelyn her phone, screenshots, text messages, which I guess shows that Shaq reached out to her first. So Evelyn says in her confessional, I don't know about that whole Shaq situation, but I'm going to give Brittany another chance. It's like, who are you for her to have to try to come and get chances from? Like, bitch, you said yourself you see a lot of her in you, so who are you for her to come to? So Brittany tells Evelyn, well, I'm going to throw a little get-together for the ladies, an ice skating event. So Evelyn was like, she ain't going to be able to be there. I was like, who cares? No one really cares if you'll be there or not. So then Brittany starts talking about having mom guilt because she don't have her child with her right now. She says she also feels resentful because of the fact that her child support ain't shit. Like, I guess the amount ain't shit. Allegedly. You know, people just say stuff on TV. So then we get this thing, Vanessa. She calls the friend that she kept defending against Evelyn. She calls her, starts telling her what happened at Shawnee's event. She was like, I feel like I was ambushed because Evelyn had all her friends to have her back and I didn't have nobody there. She said, like, you weren't there to have my back. So Amy, she asked Vanessa, where do you and Evelyn stand now? So Vanessa was like, I don't know, it got ugly. So this is when Amy finally tells Vanessa, like, look, I know that you seen me in that terrible situation 10 years ago, but Understand that now me and Evelyn are cool and it's all in the past, and you can stand down, saying that to Vanessa. So Vanessa's like, okay, I'm just gonna see where things go. Did I get weed on my lip? Just gonna see where things go from here between me and Evelyn. So that she's just like, okay. But just like, girl, like I always say, like I don't like Evelyn, but I just feel like it was just wrong. It was like Vanessa was wrong. Although I don't like Evelyn, Vanessa was wrong. Like I said, I just need some. It just should have been somebody else with better smoke to come at Evelyn than Vanessa. Vanessa ain't really have like probable smoke to come at Evelyn. So then we get this. My nose is running. I just came from outside. Jackie and Jennifer meet up for brunch, and I did not see that coming. And Jennifer is the one that called Jackie to come meet up. So I was like, what happened to you staying away from her and just being cordial? Like, Jennifer's ass is just so fake sometimes. Like, I just can't take her sometimes. So she meets up with Jackie. She gives Jackie this little drink, calls it the peace drink, whatever you want to call it. They start talking about a couple of the newbies a little bit, Brittany and Vanessa, and Jennifer starts telling Jackie about her new dude and the big age difference, and tells her he's ready for marriage actually. And so Jackie was like, look, are we good? So Jennifer's like, well, I mean, we sitting here having breakfast, having brunch. I feel like we're fine. It's like, what is going on here? So Jackie says in her confession, okay, I'm cool back now with with Jen. So she like, basically, I need to just mend fences with Brooke. So we get to seeing Brooke. She goes to see her dad. She's like, I brought some snacks, charcuterie board. She starts setting it out and shit. So they start talking. Her dad tells her, I just went back to physical therapy today. And Brooke was like, well, that's good, because I just came from grief therapy. We on the right track. So they start talking about, apparently her father lost his son as well, her uncle. So they talking about like the loss, both of them losing children, how hard it is. And the dad explains to Brooke why he disappeared for a while, because he was grieving and he didn't know how to handle things, stuff like that. Then Brooke gets emotional about her daughter. She's basically saying like she learned in therapy she can't keep getting mad at the world because it's not the world's fault that she lost her daughter. She deserved to be happy, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. They had a little talk. She hugs her dad up and was like, okay, daddy, I'm going to leave. Leaves him with the whole charcuterie board. They didn't even touch the shit. So now she leaves this shit with this nigga for him to have to clean it up. I was just like, that's set up ass scene. Like, I mean, I feel for you and your loss and the therapy and all that y'all going through, but that scene was so fucking forced and set up. Because they didn't even touch the charcuterie boards. Wasting good food. So, the newbies have like a little picnic, lunch type situation. Joselle and Brittany put it together. They start preparing before the other ladies get there. Brittany talks about being excited to see her son. Then Vanessa arrives, and Brittany tells Vanessa, like, look, regardless of what even happened, transpired, I want to get to know you for you. And Joselle was like, I agree. So I was like, okay, I like this. They not going off Vanessa's beef with Evelyn, like Brooke did. So Vanessa nut-ass tries to start explaining the situation again. It's just like, girl, we know. We was there. We don't need to hear the situation over and over. We know why you feel the way you feel. She's like, even though it happened 10 years ago. So this is when Joselle said some real shit. Forgive me if I'm saying her name wrong. I do not know how to pronounce her name. So she tells Vanessa, like, look, if it happened 10 years ago, then y'all just need to let it go. You and Evelyn just need to start anew. Then Vanessa says in her confessional, she got the nerve to say in her confessional, I am so tired of people keep, what'd she say? I'm getting tired of talking about the Evelyn situation. I'm like, girl, you bring it up every chance you get. Nobody's telling you, like, I mean, the situation gets brung up, but you the one that likes to over-explain the story and tell why you beefing with Evelyn, why you don't like her and all that. Like, no one's doing that but you, Vanessa. Like, what? But she said, I mean, all in all, she says it's nice to be getting to know some of the other ladies, aside from Jackie's friends. She says without the drama. Like, girl, you be bringing the drama. What are you talking about, Vanessa? So Clayana arrives. This Jacelle country ass, she from Mississippi. She calls her ass Kaylani. She's like, Kaylani. I thought that was funny. So Clayana and Jacelle start talking about the WNBA, and Jacelle starts expressing how much different it is from the NBA and how much more sacrifice the WNBA is put through. How much more they have to deal with than the NBA, basically. And then she shares in her confessional that her fiance be coming home next week, so she gonna throw a whole party for her and invite the ladies so they can get to know, so they can meet her. I'm just like, girl, why you introducing these bras, these random bras to your fiance? So they all start like basically telling a little bit about themselves that don't know about each other. Brittany starts, giving a rundown about social media influencer, wrote a book. She says that her book was marketed to make it seem like it was supposed to be name droppers in the book, but she actually didn't name drop nobody in the book. I was like, well, that's crazy, because I bet you the first 5 people bought that shit and then went on social media and was like, y'all don't buy the book because she didn't name drop nobody. And then your sales, but I don't know. Maybe marketing don't work like that. So Clayana starts telling them about she has a degree in psychology and criminology. She was going to law school and stuff until she got pregnant. She's like, now she does luxury events. I'm like, how you go from that to that? I mean, I can't judge, but since when Brittany tells all of them, I'm going to be throwing an ice skating event for all the ladies within the week. Keep your schedules open. So, they give us little short scenes. I only be writing certain stuff that I feel like I want to say within them little short scenes. Like, we see them playing with their kids and stuff like that. So, Brittany, she FaceTimes her mom, showing her, like, preparations for the baby that's supposed to be coming. Because I guess she got shared custody with her baby father, so I guess it's about to be her turn to have a baby. She's showing her mom on FaceTime all the preparations she got prepared. So then we get to sit down between Vanessa and Evelyn. So they meet up, they have a conversation, and Vanessa says in her confessional that Shawnee's dinner was an ambush. I was like, girl, I just thought that was funny. Like, girl, it wasn't no ambush. Brooke should have stayed in her lane. Like, it was. I get that's your friend, Brooke, but you condemning her for the same thing that you're doing at this moment. So it's like she should have stayed out. Brooke should have stayed out of it. But to call it an ambush, that was a reach. Because ain't nobody come for you but Evelyn and Brooke. Shawnee was there kind of like open mutual, maybe. But she still would have been team Evelyn. I mean, she was team Evelyn. She walked out with Evelyn, so it is what it is. But, so, Evelyn says to Vanessa, like, I wish we could have had a conversation first. Things went left. Vanessa was like, well, it was just a whole game of telephone happening, and things were elevated. And I was like, what's game of telephone? Oh, I guess she meant Jennifer going to Brooke and then Brooke going to Evelyn. I guess that's what she meant. She was like, when it happened to my homegirl, like, it just triggered me. So Evelyn gets to talking about the things you said about me. She says it's to Vanessa. The things you said about me are not true. That's not my truth. I was never with. I mean, when I got with Carl, he told me he wasn't in a relationship with Amy anymore. So Vanessa, she apologized for calling Evelyn a home wrecker. She was like, I just feel like it triggered me. And then she tells the story about some woman that her husband was cheating with. She went in full investigation mode and found out about the lady. And then the lady tried to blackmail her husband. Whole bunch of blah blah blah. Then she says the whole situation was so stressful it caused her to miscarry, which is not. I mean, I understand that part. So it was like, okay. So Evelyn, she was like, I feel for you. I've also miscarried as well. She starts talking about, like, me and Carl, we almost got married until I found out some stuff. And then I felt like it was best me and Amy have a sit down and conversation. I was like, oh, so Evelyn only got cool. Damn, what's the damn thing start falling in my eye? She only got cool with the baby mama because she wasn't with him no more. Like, if she'd have stayed with him, her and the baby mama still wouldn't have been cool. So it's just like, girl, and I've been in that situation before where a girl done got with my ex, and then once she got out of the relationship with him, she done reached out to me and was like, yeah, I see what you was saying about him. Like, that's some weirdo shit. Like, don't try to be cool with her now because you done seen what she went through, and you probably done just went through what she went through. Like, no. Just leave it be. Y'all not cool, just leave it be. I don't like that. I was like, girl, you like, she basically just admitted, like, I only got cool with her because I wasn't with Carl no more. So then she apologizes to Vanessa. Like, if I said anything offended you, I apologize. So Vanessa tells Evelyn briefly about the little picnic she had with the other newbies, and they hug. So they make up. So Brooke and Jennifer and Jackie, they go out shopping. Jackie comes in and Brooke greets her like, hey, okay. So I was like, what really is the beef? Like, y'all ain't got to, I feel like that should be good enough. If y'all could do that, then why it got to be, y'all got to have a conversation. Because I don't like the way Brooke be trying to play with Jackie. She be low-key trying to play with Jackie Shader type ways, and I don't like that. I ain't never liked that since she came on the show. So I just be like, I don't fuck with her. I still don't fuck with her. I don't care if her and Jackie made up on that. She's shady. So Brooke, she brings up Brittany's ice skating party. Yes, they all talking about that for a little bit. Then Jen steps off so Jackie and Brooke can have a conversation. So Jackie tells Brooke, like, you know, I struggle with knowing what to say to you because I didn't know your daughter, but I love you, so I would have to love your daughter. A whole bunch of stuff she was saying, nonsense. So then she apologizes and says that maybe I do need some type of grief therapy, things like that. So Brooke was like, well, I just feel like we talked every day before my daughter died, and then you just ghosted me. And I just felt the way. I felt like I expected more from you. She's like, but I accept your apology. So they make up, Brooke and Jackie. Like I said, I still don't fuck with Brooke. I don't care. Cause she pick and choose her battles. That's what she do. So Brittany's little ice skating rink event starts, which is the final scene of the show. You know, Brittany arrives first to make sure everything's set up right. Jackie, Vanessa, Jacelle, they get there. The instructor starts helping Jackie. Vanessa has got one of those little kid walker things. Clayana arrives. Jacelle, she didn't even leave the goddamn, like, you know, when you first come in there at the wall, she stayed over there, bitch. I would have been right along with her because I don't ice skate. And my biggest fear of ice skating is falling and then somebody riding past and slicing my finger off with the blade of their shoe. That's one of my biggest fears. I can roller skate like a motherfucker, but I can't ice skate. So I would have been right over there with Jacelle. So Jennifer arrives, you know, her bougie ass. I have, she said she got something. Some type of, what is it called? I don't want to say disease. She got some type of, not infection. I don't know what it is. Dang, the word right there at the tip of my brain. She got some type of medical situation where she can't, I don't know. Y'all don't even know what the hell the name of the shit was. But you know, she bougie. She wasn't going to skate anyway. So she get there. I'm just here to support with her fur on. Brooke arrives too. So her and Jennifer, you know, they not skating. They just there to sit and look at everybody. So Brittany comes. I have gifts for everyone. Then Brooke was like, well, y'all know I'm not skating because bitches is on thin ice. And I was like, in all honesty, I feel like she just said that to say that. I swear I don't feel like she had no smoke with nobody. I feel like she just said that just to be random. I feel like she probably felt like I would never get to say this saying again. Let me say it. Because I was like, who the hell is she talking about? Said bitches is on thin ice. I was like, who is she talking about? You don't have beef with nobody there. And if you got beef with somebody there, it ain't even your beef. So I was like, who's she talking about? I felt like she literally just said that just to say it. She's like, I ain't skating because bitches on thin ice. I was like, what? Vanessa was in her confessional like, if she talking about me, we gonna have a problem. Then Clayana, nut ass, she falls. Busts her ass. I would have definitely been Clayana or Jacelle out there. I would have been hanging onto the wall, busting my ass. Or I would have been Vanessa with the walker thing. Or I would have been Jackie with the instructor. I'm not out there by myself. Fuck that. Not happening. Then Brooke and Jennifer, they talking about, we both made up with Jackie. I'm just moving forward with her with caution. And that's the little shady shit I be meaning. It's like, yeah, we know Jackie over the top, but why say that shady shit? So this is when Brittany gets a call from her mom. Her mom's super upset because apparently she was waiting for Brittany's son. And I guess the baby father people allegedly had her waiting for a long time. So this seemingly upsets Brittany as well, because Brittany comes back over to the ladies with a whole different demeanor, kind of upset type situation. So all the ladies, they come back in from ice skating. They sit down with Brooke and Jennifer, because Brooke and Jennifer never went out to skate. So Vanessa expressed it to all the ladies. Me and Evelyn, we had a talk. We're good now. Then she mentions that she felt ambushed at Shawnee's dinner because Evelyn had Shawnee and Brooke backing her up, and she had no one. So Brooke was like, I wasn't coming from a place trying to attack you. So Vanessa tells Brooke, like, I felt the way because you mentioned you came from my marriage. And that's one thing I don't play about is my kids and my marriage. And my husband. So Brooke well, I apologize. I didn't mean to come for your family. She's like, I guess me and you could just have a fresh start. It's just like y'all never should have had a tiff in the first place. You should have just managed your business, Brooke. That'd be her problem. She'd be jumping in her friend's business like they can't handle themselves. So Jocelyn announces, like, I'm throwing a party for my fiance. All y'all invited. Come meet her, hang out. So then Jocelyn, she asked Clayana, like, she calls her ass Kaylani again. Jackie was like, her name Kaylani? But she's like, Clayana, can you help me? Because Clayana is the event planner. So she's like, can you help me put it together? So Clayana's like, for sure. So Jennifer and Brooke kind of like, I don't want to say mean girl them, but they kind of like trying to make it seem like Clayana, where did you come from? They like asking where she came from or whatever. It's like, you just appeared. So Clayana was like, well, I met Shawnee, Evelyn, and Jackie. They brought me meet Brittany. This is Brittany's event, bitch. She didn't say all that, but. So she was like, Clayana was basically like, she's like, oh yeah, I don't need to check in with nobody. She was like, I got my own name. I was like, yes. Like, fuck y'all talking about? Like, she here. She obviously knows somebody here. She ain't just no weird bitch coming up, hanging out with bitches and shit she don't know. She obviously knows somebody here. Get to know her. Don't just be like, oh, you just here. Like, who are you? Like, they was just real weird. We get it that y'all would. Brooke not even an OG. Like, she just came like, what, four seasons ago, maybe? It's like, we get that you an OG, Jen, but, like, they be needed to chill. So, like I said, Clayana saying she got her own name. I got my own name. So, Brittany, she getting bucked. She angry about her mother just getting off the phone with her mother. She's smacking the table like, yes. What she say? Oh, yeah, cause she's like, I co-signed that. I got my own, and we all got our own name. So, Brooke, for some weird-ass reason, stands up. And when you stand up, that throw black bitches off. So, it's just like, what are you doing? So Brittany like, what you standing up? She's like, I can stand up too. You stand up, take her coat off. Of course, security comes immediately because this ain't baddies or this ain't Zeus or Now That's TV. Well, should I say this ain't Now That's TV because Zeus security be jumping in too quick too. So Brooke and Brittany, they going back and forth. This bitch Brooke had the nerve to be body shaming Brittany. Like, girl, talking about she got a little boy body. And Brittany was like, at least I'm natural. Like, what you mean? Like Brooke, you need to sit down, honey. How you gonna body shame somebody? I'd rather be a little boy body than built like an ant. Like, what? I was just like, how you gonna body shame somebody with all that work you done got done? So then Brittany, I think Brooke calls her a slut or whore or something, and Brittany throws a drink on Brooke. And I was here for it because I don't like Brooke, so I was like, I don't care. I'm here for it. I thought it was funny. And Brooke was good. One thing I will say, though, Brooke was super calm after she threw the drink on her. I mean, she tried to get at Brittany, but she couldn't. But she was, so it's like she just, she said she wanted her lick back. So I guess we're going to wait to see that. They escort Brittany out. Brittany ass bowing. Some Brittany Renner, the problematic social media queen. I was like, Brittany funny. I ain't here for her all. I'm like 50-50 with her, but I'm I was like, I'm here for the drink. I ain't care. I was here for the drink throwing. I ain't care. Because Brooke be thinking like she could just do whatever she want to people. Like, what you stand up for? That's fighting movements. But like I said, well, that's how the episode ended. Like I said, I would grade it at A- because Brooke got that drink thrown in her. I ain't give a fuck. I don't like Brooke. And that's how I felt about it. Predictions for episodes to come. Well, you know, Brooke said she want to get her lick back, so we're going to see what's going to happen with that. I want to see if somebody going to try Jocille, because she don't look like the type that play. I feel like somebody try her, they going to have the wrong one. Them sweet, nice ones that be cordial with everybody, those be the wrong ones. I feel like nobody better not try her. And I wonder what's gonna happen now that Evelyn and Vanessa cool. Who is this? Is this gonna be Brittany and Brooke beef for a while? I don't really got no predictions for episodes to come. I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen between Brooke and Brittany. And Clayana obviously not fucking with Jen and Brooke. See, I wouldn't be mad if Clayana's bopped Jen ass in the nose one good time. But those are my little reviews for Basketball Wives Season 11, Episode 3. Thanks for watching this review. And like I said, comment below what you thought of that episode, what I talked about, if I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, and what you would grade Basketball Wives LA Season 11, Episode 3. What would you grade it? Put that down in the comments. And yeah, like this video, subscribe to my channel, because I don't only review Basketball Wives LA, I review other shows as well, like Basketball Wives Orlando, which we're about to get into in a few seconds on the same video. But I just wanted to end that out just in case some people don't watch the Orlando one. So now we about to do this good old transition. Let me just put my timestamp in my notes. I'm gonna do 27:15. Let's do that. Yeah. So what up? This is the continuance of Basketball Wives, but this is Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 3. So if you haven't seen that episode, turn this video off, go watch the episode, come back and watch this review. Like this review, subscribe to my channel, because I don't only review Basketball Wives Orlando, I review other shows as well, like Basketball Wives LA, which I just finished reviewing in this same review. Comment below what you thought of the episode, what you thought about what I talked about. If I forgot anything, comment below. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words. I'm going to be looking at my notes over here. You're going to hear you're going to hear so. I might stop to regain my thoughts. It is what it is. Anything I say, my opinion, it does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. No one's paying me to be biased towards, against, none of that. Am I forgetting to say anything? Oh, yeah. Also, comment below what you would grade this episode, Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 3. I do grades here, not ratings, and I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this episode of Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 3. I'm going to grade this episode B-. It wasn't that good. Low-key C+. Low-key C+. It's somewhere in that range. It wasn't really that good. But yeah, last chance, if you haven't seen Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 3, turn this video off right now, because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Cool beans, cool beans. So the episode starts off, Neek and Mulan, they meet up, and Mulan's telling Neek about Ashley's grand opening, because, you know, Neek wasn't there. So she's telling her about the altercation that happened between Danielle and Mackenzie. Well, it wasn't no altercation, it was an argument that happened between the two of them, between Danielle and Mackenzie. So Mulan says in her confession that she understands how Danielle feels about her ex being with Mackenzie because all Danielle knew was her ex. Like, I guess she lost her virginity to her ex and got engaged with her ex, had the baby, and never knew anybody else but her ex. So it's kind of hard. So she's saying she understands where Diamond comes from, seeing her ex with a new woman when all she knew was her ex. Neek ass in her confession got a whole different feeling about it. She says, what she say? She said, I mean, I get how Danielle feel, but at the same time, there's nothing she can do about it. And she going about it the wrong way. Because, you know, Neek don't even want no issues to happen between Mackenzie and the dude that she with now, because it's all good with Neek and Mackenzie's baby father. And she don't want no tiff to come mess that up. So she like, Danielle's going about it the wrong way. So Neek tells Milan, I'm throwing a girls' night. All the girls come out. I need some new content. You know, Neek's a content creator. All that stuff. So then we get introduced to Megan's dude, Dre. He's a celebrity tattoo artist, entrepreneur, whatever. She said they met via IG. So they start sitting down talking about she wanted him to move to Orlando. And he's like, you know, I got my kids out there. I'm very family oriented and I want somebody that's the same. So he asking Megan, like, where are we headed relationship wise? So Megan, like, I want a kid. So he like, well, no, before he said that, she was like, I want a kid. And she was like, I got a surprise for you. And then she pulls the pregnancy test out of her purse. Man, this nigga face dropped. Like, his face looked flushed. He was scared for dear life. She handed it to him and said, it's not pregnant. So he flat out was like, I'm not ready to have another kid with somebody that's not family oriented, basically. He was like, Megan, you're not. Like, you're not. You don't get along with your mom. He was like, but it's that can change. He was like, that can change. So she's like, I tried to talk to my mom numerous times. It's never been a good outcome. And then she expresses in her confessional that her mom gave her up to her grandmother when she was born to be raised. So she don't really have a real good relationship with her mom. She said they can go years without speaking, but her mom had hit her up for like celebrity event passes and parties and stuff like that. So she asked my boyfriend, you gonna break up with me if I don't get cool with my mother? He paused for a minute. Or maybe it was the editing that they did, but he paused for a minute and he was like, nah, stop playing with me. But he tells Megan, like, I'm gonna keep pushing you to like get closer to your family. So Milan, she meets up with Mackenzie. Yeah, so they can have a sit down. So Mackenzie starts by saying, like, first of all, I'm not a side piece. Like, he was not with Danielle when she was like, him and Danielle broke up when I got with him. So Milan gets to breaking down the relationship. Like, can you imagine somebody only being with this one dude for what was 8-9 years or something like that, and then a couple of months later he with another girl and da. So basically Mulan was like, you really think that he wasn't still dipping in Danielle's pond while he was with you? So Mackenzie ass smirking. So it's like you kind of know that it was probably some overlap, bitch. You probably know that. So she's smirking, but she says no. She says no. She says in her confessional, even if she wasn't with Danielle's ex, he wouldn't be with Danielle. Damn it. Fucking weed went through my throat. Ugh. I hate that shit. Damn. Ugh. I just had to swallow it. I hate swallowing weed. And it's a roach J. Ugh. So I was like, damn, what did Danielle do so bad that even if he wasn't with her, he wouldn't be with Danielle? So Mulan gets to asking Mackenzie, like, how did Danielle even find out about you and her ex? So Mackenzie says, well, Danielle saw a picture of me and her ex out in Tulum. And she says that the ex told Danielle that it wasn't nothing between him and Mackenzie just because Danielle likes to make his life a living hell. I was like, oh, so you just out here buying the shit that these niggas say. Like, really? You gonna believe that dumb shit? He lied because he's still smashing her. So Mulan basically, you know, she trying to tell her, like, I don't understand how y'all can't see that it's the ex that's playing both sides with y'all. He playing with both of y'all. And he got y'all out here looking stupid. I was like, exactly. Like, Mulan the one with the sense. I ain't gonna lie, I seemingly like Mulan so far. She's the one I would probably say I like her so far, kinda. So then we get a scene with Ashley. She talks more about like her life. We getting to know her. Talks about all the loss she dealt with. She lost her dad. Then a year later, she lost her mom while she was 2 months pregnant. Then she lost her child. She miscarried at 5 months or something like that. Then she says she's so blessed to have 2 kids now via surrogate. And then she shares that her eldest son is autistic. And she said that she's starting to noticing the same behavior in her younger son. So she says she says she feels better that she's prepared this go round with the youngest, having to deal with it with the oldest. So her husband comes in, they in there with the kids, they all in the kitchen. Ashley basically and her husband, they basically talking about the doctor's appointments coming up for the youngest to get tested and stuff like that. And then Ashley shares in her confessional that her husband is also autistic. And he played 9 years in the NBA before he even knew that he was autistic he had been autistic his entire life. I was like, okay, that's lit. I was like, that's lit. Because she was saying had he known before he even got to the NBA, they probably wouldn't have let him in the NBA. No shade, but don't they test for stuff like that before you join the NBA? Like autism and stuff like that? I mean, I don't know, but I just would assume. Maybe they didn't do it 9 years ago. I don't know. Then we get this little quick scene of Neek. She vlogging, basically trying on different outfits. Then we get a quick scene, Megan and Danielle getting glammed up for Neek's event. They're like, girl, you know she's going to be streaming this. We got to look our best. They talk a little bit about Mackenzie. Megan seems to not like Mackenzie neither. Oh, I was about to say she has no reason to, but no, she don't like Mackenzie because Mackenzie was the first one to go to Morgan and tell her that Megan was dating her ex for a little quick second. Yeah, so now I remember why she don't like Mackenzie. But she has no reason not to like Ashley. We'll get to that either way. Is Neek's event the last scene? No. It's not. So Neek event, her event starts. Of course, she's there first to like make sure everything's set up correctly. Then Nikki comes in. Question: is this the Nikki that dated 4 on Black Ink? Because if it's not, she looked just like her. But I'm looking like, is that the Nikki that used to be on Black Ink before? If somebody know, please let me know in the comments, please. Because I'm like, is that her? Because my mind is like... Then Mulan arrives. Morgan and... what's her name? Morgan, Megan, and Danielle, they arrive. Then Neek lets it be known, like, I invited Ashley. So then Ashley and Mackenzie, they come in together. So Ashley got these faux locks in her head. Now look, I don't be knowing nothing about the hair and stuff. Because you see, as you can see, I got locks. So I don't be knowing. But the faux locks in Ashley's hair didn't look bad to me. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they supposed to look. They didn't look bad to me. But Ashley and Mackenzie, they come in. And Ashley got these red faux locks in her hair. And what's her name? Morgan and Danielle, they immediately start busting out laughing. Talking shit about the hair and all that. Like slick little stuff about the hair. Not too loud, whatever. So they start playing Never Have I Ever. But they start playing the anonymous version. So the questions are super shady, of course. Like we know who wrote them and who directed it. We knew all of it. Then it's a question. One of the questions says, "Never have I ever said that Ashley's hairstyle was cute or something like that." So Morgan gets to saying to Ashley, like, I heard you said we was only friends in the basketball world. Ashley was like, well, we never hung out outside the basketball world except for when you came to my wedding, even though you were supposed to be beefing with me. Da da da. So they go a little back and forth, not too much. So Megan, she has lunch with her little brother. She says in her confession they haven't really talked much because they both took different career paths. We found out that her brother got 2 whole kids, and he was like, we miss you. we miss Auntie Megan. I'm just like, you out here talking about you want to have kids. You ain't even saying your nieces and nephews. Like what? And you don't even got no beef with your brother. So she says that her brother is super close with their mom though, and she raised him all his life. So Megan starts telling her brother, like, my man want me to reconnect with my family, so I think I gotta try to reconnect with mom. She tries to tell her brother, like, you don't even understand half of the things that me and her went through, this, that, and the third. So the brother was like, look, I see both sides. I just feel like y'all just need to sit down and work things out. You know, the usual type conversations that be on these type of reality shows. So Mulan, Nikki, and Neek, they meet up for pedicures. I said pedicures. They meet up for pedis because I was about to say petties. But then I was like, I want to say the whole word out. So, but they meet up for pedicures. Neek starts expressing, like, I'm super disappointed about how my party turned out. I feel like everybody was divided. It's like we couldn't even really have a good time. This, that, and the third. She says, I also... Man, smoke can get in my throat. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do, but it keep burning my throat. That's what I meant to say. So she said, she's like, I felt bad for Ashley. Then they show a clip which reveals that Megan was the one that wrote the question about Ashley's head. And they was all, Neek and Mulan and Nikki, they was all sitting there like, what beef does Megan have with Ashley? It's like she don't have no beef. She just wanted to be messy. Speaking of messy, what happened to messy pregnant lady? What was her name? Lindsay? What happened to her? I mean, not that we need her back. Let her drop that load first. When somebody slide her ass for keep being messy. I was just wondering. So Neek says in her confessional, Megan's question added fuel to the fire. I was like, it really didn't. I feel like she was trying to ride the coattails of Morgan and Danielle, the main girls at the moment. So Mulan was like, look, I'm cool with both sides. They all talk about, like, basically being neutral. They was like, but if the negativity continues, what's going to happen? We're going to have to just stop hanging with them? Oh, shit. Man, I wasn't even paying attention. The motherfucker was still lit. Damn, I just burnt a hole in it. God damn it. I need to pay attention. So, I was about to say, where am I at? Oh, then we get this scene. Ashley, she takes her youngest son to get the test for autism. She says in the meantime, while she wait for the results, she already got him enrolled in speech therapy. I mean, hey, she on top of it. I'm assuming that when they went through surrogacy, they must have used his sperm because he's also autistic. Because I'm pretty sure they test parents and stuff for stuff like that before they do surrogacy and stuff, right? So I'm pretty sure they probably knew it would be a chance. So then we get to see Mulan and Danielle. They shooting hoops. I didn't realize how tall Danielle was. So they both used to play college football. I mean, I said college football. They both used to play college ball. So they shooting hoops, and Danielle talks about wanting to go back to playing ball. She used to play overseas and stuff like that. But then when she had the baby, it all came to a halt. So, Mulan, she giving her words of encouragement, as a friend would. They start talking about Mackenzie. Danielle's like, basically, I'm still hurt. Like, this hurt don't go away easily. It's that and the third. So Mulan was like, well, look, I'm throwing a dinner. I'm calling it the Last Supper. I was like, what the hell, Mulan? So then we get this final scene. Morgan and Nikki, they at Morgan's house getting glammed up. What are they getting glammed up for? I can't even remember. Yeah, Morgan and Nikki. So Morgan basically expressing how much she don't like Ashley. I don't got nothing to say to Ashley, to that bitch. She's like, and I just can't with Mackenzie. Like, I don't got no problem with her, but she delusional. So then this messy ass bitch Nikki tells Morgan, oh well, I was having pedicures with Neek and Mulan, and they was calling y'all they was calling you and Danielle mean girls. I was like, she know that this gonna be, she know that they gonna play this back, and we gonna see that you was there too, kikiing with them too. I was just like, okay. I was like, he was right there with them, babes. Like, what are you talking about? So Morgan get that, well, me and Danielle, we were just defending ourselves. I was like, what was y'all defending yourselves for? Ashley and Mackenzie was barely saying anything. Mackenzie didn't even say anything. I was like, what are y'all talking about? Defending yourselves from what? Ashley and Mackenzie barely said anything. So then Nikki tells Morgan that Mulan said at her little dinner joint she gonna sit Danielle and Mackenzie beside each other. And then they show a clip of Mulan saying she gonna sit them across from each other. And I was just like, either Nikki's still trying to be messy or she misunderstood what Mulan said. And I feel like I'm gonna go with messy, because the first thing you told her, you messy. God damn it. So Morgan immediately goes in and calls Mulan a two-faced bitch, this, that, the third. She was like, this will be. She says that in her confessional. She didn't say it to Nikki. But she says to Nikki, like, oh, this will be addressed. And that's how it went off. And I was just like, okay. And that's why I say I would grade this joint like a B minus C plus. Because it didn't really give us nothing for real. Predictions for episodes to come. We see that Neek and Mulan are going to get into it with Morgan and them. And I'm here for that. I hope they get on Nikki ass too. Like, bitch, you want to go back and talk some shit like you wasn't in there saying shit too. How your messy ass going to do that? And I wonder if Ashley going to confront Megan about the hair thing. I don't think she is. I don't think Ashley really care. Looks like Ashley rarely be with them. I don't know. But yeah, those are my little, I don't know, maybe little thoughts or whatever from the episodes to come. Not too much of it. But yeah, comment below what you thought of the episode. What you thought about what I talked about. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything. What you would grade the episode. Comment all that below. And like this video and subscribe to my channel. Because like I said, I don't only review this show. I review other shows as well. Thanks for watching all these reviews if you watched it all the way through. And I will see you on the next one. See ya.